In this part, I am going to focus about specific habits we should be focusing about and how those habits we can bring into our daily routine to bring major changes into our life. What I am going to present today is the execution strategy on some of the basic things you can start implementing by bringing incremental changes in your daily routine. Brought certain changes into my life, and those changes really helped me to achieve holistic well-being. So first thing which you can do is just to know where you stand, and I think this is something which I really liked in the book, is prepare a scorecard of your habits and rank them. How? Pick a book or a piece of paper. Make 3 columns. There are 3 kind of habits you may be performing today. First, which are to your analysis may be impacting positively your life. Secondly, neither they are productive, they are not destructive, means they are not impacting you positively or they are not impacting you negatively. They are kind of status quo, they are normal. So classify them in between. Then on the right side, write down the habits which you feel in your ranking that they are bringing negativity to your life. They are hindering in the progress of your life or your goals you want to achieve. So this is the first activity, because unless and until you know what you want to achieve or what is the change you are trying to bring in yourself, like in my case, I knew that diabetes was causing real unrest in my life. Fat or the bulkiness was giving pains in my feet, my elbows and my knees. I used to feel really thirsty in night because of high blood sugar. My life was going nowhere. So I knew that I wanted to change that. At least that is what I wanted, and I made a note within my iPhone. I created what all I was thinking those days and then did not rank them similar way, but I think this book gives very nicely that we can classify activities into 3 classes, and that way we get to know what we are facing today, what activities we do from morning to evening. The way I gave example in the last video, that right now we operate like a machine. Everything we do is already recorded in our head because it's a pattern which our body is executing every day from subconscious mind. So if you want to bring a change, you need to really be aware, become conscious what activities are adding value, what are not adding value. So that's where preparation of a scorecard is very, very important before we go into the next stage. Take an example, which once you make a scorecard of your habits, you would know that okay, these are the activities which I want to remove from my life, which are causing negative thing, which are kind of neutral, which are not impacting me either positive or negative. I will try to change some of those to add value, shift them towards the positive, and negative I cannot suddenly remove overnight. I'll have to create ways, as James Clear says in the book. Somehow I have to look them unattractive. I should not encourage those activities. My mind should not look at those as attractive feelings, like eating pizza should become unattractive if I'm trying to lose weight or if I'm diabetic because it's high carb food. Similarly, if somebody is struggling to quit smoking, having a cigarette packet within the house should become unattractive. So what is the best way? Or attuned to watching your phone all the time. What is the best way? How you make them attractive? Give your phone to your wife or your kids, let them place them in a different room. So before you want to just pick a phone, you have created it unattractive that to wake up, go to next room and pick the phone. So there are different tricks and tips this book gives which we can use to explain the activities which we can do, which I did in my weight loss journey and reversing diabetes journey. First one of those is, when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you hydrate your body. That is by drinking water. And I'll give you a very, very scientific reason for this. When we sleep in the night, as you know, our body is 70% of water. It is made up of water. All the biological reactions require water. Water is in the highest amount in our body, plus it is needed for many body reactions. So when you sleep for 12 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours without water, the first thing you need to provide your body is access to water. So as soon as you wake up, you can take either warm water or room temperature water. You can mix some lemon juice, or you can mix apple cider vinegar, anything which can help you in detoxify and hydrate your body. Some lemon, or if you can also add say ginger, or you can add some sort of coriander. These all are supposed to act as a detoxify agent. So either you can take plain water and then within 15-20 minutes again make a decoction of a lot of natural herbs like coriander or ginger, and take that water, hot water, sip instead of tea. That way you are doing two jobs. First, you are waking up and hydrating your body, and second, you are also detoxifying your body. So all organs and tissues depend on water. It plays numerous roles in the body, as I told you. So it is very important that we take water. Now you would ask me, hydration is okay, it is very important for biological reactions. So how do we make sure that we don't forget? Keep water bottle or water with the lemon, whatever you wanted, next to your bed on the side table, so that as soon as you wake up, instead of accessing your phone, remove phone from there, keep water. As soon as you see the water, you will remember that okay, you have to drink water. Similarly, in a day you keep water bottles at different places for you. Have access to water. Atomic habit, nice line, that create access. The habit you are trying to bring should be visible to you. So in this case, water. So water bottles should be available at balcony, at different places. You don't have to, your subconscious mind should not find excuse not to drink water. So the first habit is drinking water. Habit 2, which you should bring in your life, is as soon as you are done with water, you need to make sure that you prepare for the day. And best way to prepare for the day is start with self-reflection. Close your eyes for 5-10 minutes. Recapture your last day's routine, the activities which were unfinished, what you could have done better. I have mentioned about self-reflection in the other video as well. It is very important for your emotional health and spiritual health. It is very important that you start your day after hydrating your body with water. You do self-reflection. Plan for this day. Write down what all activities you plan to do today. Put them down on the paper. Slow down your mental traffic. If possible, before writing down the activities, when you are closing your eyes, extend your self-reflection time into other very critical activity, which is meditation. Again, if you combine self-reflection with meditation, it will help you out with improving your emotional health. I will do a separate video on self-reflection and meditation benefits, scientific reasons. You can ask certain questions. How does fear show up in your life? That fear could be not able to speak in front of audience if you are trying to do presentations. What is holding you back? If you reflect back, you will get the answers. You will get what is the reason, and look at some habits which will help you move away that fear. You can use the journal method, which I will discuss, and that way you will know. You can discuss your self-reflection answers which you are getting with your partner. They will help you out with that. Biggest important part in self-reflection process should be removing all the regrets. Anything which is gone in the past, let it bury. Do not ponder it over. The more you think about past, it is going to give you regrets. Trying to be in the present, and that's where I'm suggesting that if you extend self-reflection time, you do some pranayama. I have done separate video, some breathing exercise, slow down your mental traffic, and then end your reflection time with meditations. Slowly you will start living in present, and that is the goal of meditation, that you don't think about future, you don't think about past, you become present day, present moment. That is what is the ultimate objective of slowing down. While we do these activities, there is a scientific reason which releases happy hormone. When we do meditation, when we are calm, there are certain hormones like dopamine, which is a feel-good hormone. It is a neurotransmitter, and it is important part of your brain, it gets secreted. And the same thing happens is another hormone, serotonin, that is also a neurotransmitter. It helps regulate your mood. The moment you do breathing, you feel light, your mental traffic slows down, you start getting good sleep. Third hormone is oxytocin, hormones that become enhanced. The last hormones, which is very important, is endorphins. They also get released through exercise or meditation or breathing exercise. So in nutshell, these two activities, drinking water and then self-reflection with meditation, will help you out with starting a great day. And these are very small changes. You can start with 5 minutes. Drinking water, what is this? It is something we should be doing anyway, but we don't do it. Sitting with ourselves in the morning instead of just holding our phone. Why not just sit alone, reflect back, go to your balcony, go to your room, create a place where you can do some meditation. As I should assign certain place in your house where you can be with yourself. We are being with everyone. Why can't we have some time for ourselves? So it is very important. Third habit is you should end your day with self-reflection and meditation. This way you do it in the morning 5 to 10 minutes and then you do at the end. Stay away from social media. It is killing our relationships. It is killing our emotional health, because what happens is we are anticipating, looking at every second phone. Oh, somebody messaged us. Did somebody respond to my post in Facebook? Because it is like addiction. I will explain you some other day, and I think this book Atomic Habits nicely explains how dopamine get released in anticipation of something we are looking forward, because that is a pattern we have recorded in our brain, that somebody liking our post, just in anticipation of that, our brain releases dopamine. Since it's a happy hormone, it's a hormone which we look forward to, we try and repeat those activities in the anticipation of this hormone. It's like an addiction to this dopamine. So make sure that you stay away from your phone when you don't have to be with the phone. You have to consciously practice every day, at least during these habits or in between, when you don't keep with you on with yourself. I think I like one thing from the book, which it says, if you want to get rid of certain bad habits, make those habits appear difficult. Means, I told earlier also, keep your phone in a different room. Okay, like my daughter one time used to say, Papa, you take away my iPad. I said, why? And it was very nice of her 2 years back. I said, why? She said, if I keep my iPad with me, no matter I'm trying to study whatever, I just tend to go back to iPad. So she acknowledged her weakness and she gave the iPad to me, and she was able to effectively maneuver. Can really bring that 1% change, which will, if you practice over a period of 1 year, 2 years, will be able to see larger change in your personality. You will be more closer to being holistically healthy.